Hi everyone, and welcome to this video in which we're going to look at the NMIMS application process. Please understand that this is separate from NMAT application process, and I hope you have gone through the video that we have already made on that. Just in case you want to watch that video, we will leave a link in the description so that you can have some easy access to that. Now, once you complete your NMAT application, what you get at the end of that exercise is your NMAT by GMAC ID. And you will need that ID to start your NMIMS application process. So make sure you complete your NMAT application, get the payment done, get your NMAT by GMAC ID, and then come to the NMIMS website and start your application process. So the first thing that you will have to do is visit this website, which is nmat.nmims.edu. Once you visit the website, you can scroll down a bit, and here you will see an option to start your registration. Now, I'm assuming that you've already created your NMAT account and you have the NMAT by GMAC ID, in which case you can skip the step 1. But if you're somebody who has not started your NMAT application process yet, you can use this step 1 and then start your application process, complete NMAT application, come back to the website, and then go to step 2. But since I already have my NMAT by GMAC ID, I'm going to go to step 2. So when you go to step 2, there are two options that you see. The first is apply now and the second is admission handout. I suggest you have a look at the admission handout once. It's a fairly long document, but once you go through it, you'll get a fair idea of all the programs and the requirements and how the entire application process is going to work. Let's click on apply now and see what happens. Now, once you click on apply now, it will open a new window. And in this window, they're asking you your NMAT by GMAC ID and your date of birth. Now, your date of birth is supposed to be entered the way they have written, which is dd/mm/YYYY. So you'll have to actually enter a slash to proceed further. So enter it in that format, dd/mm/YYYY. And once you complete this, you can click on login, and that will take you to the actual form. So let's now see what all things are there in the actual application form. The NMIMS application form is divided into two parts. The first part is personal information and the second is payment details. Now the personal details you don't have to fill because they'll be auto-populated. So whatever details you have given when you filled the NMAT application, those details will be auto-populated here. So you will see your first name, last name, and your registration number, your date of birth, email ID, and your mobile number. The important thing, of course, is the program category and academic background. So before we start with this, I'm just going to show you a document. We will also leave a link in the description so that you can have a look at this particular document. It's a very important document because it will tell you the eligibility requirement for the different programs that are offered by NMIMS. So in this document, what we have done is we have written down all the programs that are offered by NMIMS and what is the eligibility. Now let's go through the programs one by one. So the first thing is MBA and MBA-HR. The eligibility criteria for this is just a bachelor's degree, which means irrespective of your background, you can select MBA and your MBA-HR as the options. For MBA Decision Science and Analytics, which is a program which is offered in association with the Purdue University. So this particular program, for that, you will need bachelor's degree in any discipline, but applicants should have taken mathematics at the pre-university, which is 10+2 or equivalent examination. And in addition to this, you will need either a TOEFL or IELTS score, and they have given specifications of that. Then we come to MBA Pharmaceutical Management. Here, there are some requirements again in terms of bachelor's degree in pharmacy, life sciences, medical technology, and so on and so forth. Here, they have given that candidates with BTech, Biotech, or Biomedical, or B Biotech, Biomedical, with minimum 50% marks are also eligible. Candidates working in pharmaceutical companies or with work experience in healthcare sector can also apply for this program. Now, there are a lot of other campuses apart from the Mumbai campus that you see, which are Bangalore, Hyderabad, Navi Mumbai, and Indore. So those are the campuses that you can select as part of your application form. And the eligibility criteria is just a bachelor's degree, which means you can select any number of references from these programs that are there. The program offered by Center of Excellence in Analytics and Data Science is a program called MBA Business Analytics. And for this, you will need bachelor's degree in engineering, mathematics, statistics, commerce, or economics with minimum 50% marks in aggregate. And lastly, the program which is offered by Mukesh Patel School of Technology Management Engineering, which is MBA in Digital Transformation. And for this, again, there is a requirement that your bachelor's degree has to be in engineering, any stream, MCA, BSc IT, BSc Computer Science, BSc Electronics, Physics, Maths, and any other graduate degree with Maths as compulsory subject till graduation with minimum pass marks 55% plus minimum 2 years of industry experience. So those are the eligibility criteria to apply to the programs that you're going to see in the application form. So let's go back to the application form and see what all options we can select. Now, in terms of academic background, I'm going to show you some trials. So I'm going to select, let's say, for example, mathematics. And in graduation, if you select past, it will ask you for your graduation percentage. However, if you select appeared, then it's not asking you that. So you can, of course, select the appropriate one that is applicable to you. I'm going to select pass, and let me just put a dummy value here of 78. Now, choosing a program preference, it is showing you there are 5 options. So the first, of course, MBA Mumbai and MBA HR Mumbai. Definitely go ahead and select these 2. And after this, I'm able to click on the MBA Decision Science and Analytics program because I chose an academic background which is matching with the eligibility criteria. So I'm able to select this at this point of time. If I click on MBA Pharmaceutical Management, however, it is giving me a pop-up. And the pop-up says invalid details. Based on your academic background, you're not eligible for MBA Pharmaceutical Management. Okay, so depending on what background you put here at the top, there will be restriction in terms of what all programs you can apply. MBA off campuses means the other campuses of NMIMS. Let's click here. And now we see a whole lot of options, right? So we have program preference 1, 2, 3, and up to 7 program preferences is what you can give here. Now, let me change this mathematics to something else. Now, I'm going to change this to, let me take biotech and see what impact does that create. So if I select biotech, I'm still able to select MBA Decision Science, but this time I'm also able to select MBA Pharmaceutical Management. Let me change this to something else. Maybe let me take pharmacy. And now what you see, the tick mark that you had for Decision Science has gone. I can click on that. I can click on Pharmaceutical Management. So there is some restriction, but of course, depending on what graduation you have done, you will be able to apply to the programs that fit into that particular criteria. All right. So let's look at the off-campus now. So within off-campus, there is mandatory one preference that you have to give, right? So here, for example, I'm going to select the Bangalore one, after which I'm going to give option as Hyderabad. Then I'm going to select Navi Mumbai, and then I will select Indore, right? In preference 5, I'm going to give the business analytics program, which is offered at Mumbai. But here again, I've got a pop-up that based on my academic background, I'm not eligible for MBA business analytics. Okay, so which means I'll have to select digital transformation. But even for that, I'm getting a pop-up that I'm not eligible. Okay, so based on the choice that I've made at the top, which is my background in pharmacy, I'm able to apply to only these many programs. Okay, now let's change this to something else. Let me try, for example, let me check economics. Okay, now once I select economics, I'm definitely able to apply to the decision science, but not to pharmaceutical management. At the bottom, we can select all these preferences. So I'm at MBA Indore right now, business analytics Mumbai, of course I can select. And after this digital transformation, I'm not able to select, right? So please understand whatever you put here as the academic background, it will create some restriction. It's not an error on the system. It is dependent on what input you give here. Okay, so put your academic details correctly, and then you can apply to the programs. As I said, the document that we have created, the link is there in the description. You can click on that and go through it for more details. There is some note which is mentioned, but here the note part we have already covered in our document. So you can either read the note or the document that we have made. Okay. Now here there are some details that you can go through. I'm just going to select all of these for now and then click on save and proceed. And I'll show you what will happen on the next screen. So when it comes to payment details, it will first of all show you the application summary. So it will show you your first name, last name, your registration number, and the academic background that you have chosen on the previous screen. In terms of preferences, whatever preferences that you selected on the previous page, it will show you all those preferences. And that's a very good step because you can always cross-verify whether you have given all the right information and then only proceed for the payment. So based on my application, I'm supposed to now make a payment of 3068. And beyond this, of course, it's a very straightforward process, the way you do for any other thing and what you have done for your NMAT application as well. Standard affair, click on BillDesk Gateway, make the payment, and then you are done. So that is what the NMIMS application process is all about. It's a very simple thing. However, the preferences are the most important thing. The form is very short. You saw that there are only two things, personal information and payment details. There's nothing beyond it. So your NMAT application will take far longer compared to filling the NMIMS application form. But once you're here, this is the most important thing, which is your preferences. So have a look at the document that you have created, understand what all interests you, and make application based on that. Okay, I hope this video has helped and it has given you a nice overview of NMIMS application. And I hope all of you started your NMAT preparation. I wish you guys all the best for both your NMAT as well as NMIMS application process. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.